Yes, part of that is learning facts.
Knowledge and wisdom is the real power.
But part of that is also learning decision-making skills.
You use your head!
And part of that is learning about other people. The YouTuber CGP Grey made an argument for individual AI tutors for children, similar to the premise of Neil Stephenson's The Diamond Age. But even if such a thing were feasible, ignoring the ethics of AI, which is a massive issue unto itself, how exactly would we scale something like that to literally all children? I would still prefer a public education system with large classroom settings. The reason why you spend 13 years with 20 to 30 other children learning together is because it teaches you empathy. You hear about the families and traditions of other children. You learn about other religions. You see different skin colors, different clothing styles. You hear different accents and different names. You subconsciously learn that our species is a varied and diverse one. That, right there, is the death of fascism. I grew up going to public school in a town with a higher than average minority population for New England, and throughout my K-12 career, I had many acquaintances and friends who were different genders, different races, different sexual orientations, different religious backgrounds, different economic backgrounds, different ethnic backgrounds. And whenever I learned about something like slavery or the Holocaust or Jim Crow or the Trail of Tears, I just could not wrap my mind around the idea that people would do something like that to each other. It was just such a foreign and uncomfortable concept to hate people because they looked different from you. In fact, the only people that I could really bring myself to hate were the ones whose hearts were filled with hate. The bullies, the racists, the misogynists. And if I had been homeschooled or even gone to a private or particularly religious school, I don't know if I would have turned out the same way. But that's not to say the current
That is a bold statement to make. He is implying that anyone who has been homeschooled is automatically racist and has no empathy? I find that highly offensive and all the things he is trying to tell us that he is not. He may proclaim to be accepting of races and religions and cultures, but he is highly prejudiced and ignorant about people who have either been homeschooled or go to private school. He is basically saying that a parent or tutor isn't capable of teaching their homeschooled children to be respectful and understanding of every different kind of people. As someone who was homeschooled, I was taught all of that and even enrolled in lots of social clubs, activity clubs, and even made friends with the neighbor kids who were of color. I had lots of cousins who was my age and I could interact with many different kinds of people. It's clear that of all the kinds of people he claims to accept and have empathy for, homeschoolers are not one of them. But then again, it's not their fault, so I'm sure he wouldn't be prejudiced against the people themselves who were home educated. But still, he proves he is very ignorant of the ways of homeschooling. I don't know about private schooling, but I'm pretty sure that if the teachers are worth their mettle and the kids themselves are good people, then they will teach and be taught about all the stuff mentioned. But in any environment, whether it be public school, private school, and even in home education, bullying can occur, and cliques can form, which can breed prejudice and segregation.